Hello, everyone. Welcome from a fun weekend and welcome to a marvelous Monday. Thank you guys so much. And I highly appreciate you guys for always being here. I am in a different position. And today, please bear with me. We're going to get out of here way ahead of time because I have a One Global Movement appointment. I just took an excuse to be here so that we can get done quickly. And please, we're not going to play any of the music today so that we can get done quickly. We all know our pattern, but sometimes when things happen, especially with this One Global Movement appointments, I have to respect them because we don't often have those things, but when they come our way, we need to take it. This is the only way that we can get to reach out to these children and young people worldwide. Thank you so much. I see our brother Chandan and I see Sanjaya. And of course, our big sister is always here to make sure that we are doing what we need to be doing for these children to make sure that we walk in the right path so that together we will do the right thing. Just so if you're coming in now, we're going to leave today a little early because I have a One Global Movement appointment. So if we spend 30 minutes on here, please bear with me. We will leave. So first of all, we want to wish happy birthday to our managing director, Mr. John Barilla. Happy
Yes.
birthday to Mr. John
Happy
Barilla
birthday,
and
John.
all other people that are celebrating their birthday today. I'm sure if our sister is here, she is also going to do the same, Sister Sharon, and all of us, of course. Happy birthday to Mr. John Barilla, our managing director. And we
Yes.
want to thank him for the wonderful work that he has been doing for One Global Movement. Even before I knew him, he was already supporting One Global Movement behind the scene. And he is
Mm-hmm.
a father that adopts all the children in the world. He doesn't have biological children of his own, but he adopted all the children in the world to be his children. And that is why I saw that in him and other personal reasons and chose him as the managing director of One Global Movement. So happy birthday to Mr. John Barilla. And I see
Yes.
our brother Levi is here, Mr. Kamal Hussein is here, and others that are going to be coming. Just so you know, I have a One Global Movement appointment. I'm doing this thing in my car, so it's going to be different. And we're going to leave a little bit ahead of time so I can go back to attend that appointment. So, Sister Yvonne, thank you so much. And thank you, thank you, thank you. May God continue to grace your path and bless you abundantly so that you can continue to lead us here in One Global Movement. So thank you so much.
Thank you, sister. Thank you.
Yes. We are in the series Oh Bless O-CADEMY Revolution Part 211. School is fun. Episode number 4. Building empathy and compassion for self and others. I really
Mm-hmm.
want us to begin to write how you can build empathy and compassion first for yourself before others. Because if you don't build that empathy and compassion first for yourself, you will not be able to build it for others, particularly for our own children and these young people worldwide. How do you do that to yourself? So let's start with our quote. Melanie is supposed to be here, and we all know if she's not here, we know that she's busy with some of the One Global Movement program in Rwanda. So, which is okay because
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people are working behind the scene, not just on here. So, we love our quotes, and I always love to formulate One Global Movement quote because we need to focus on these children, and anything that we do here has to focus on these children and young people worldwide. So empathy begins within. Empathy
Mm-hmm.
begins within. It means it begins with you and inside of yourself. And when we offer ourselves kindness, we create a heart that overflows with compassion for others. Let One Global Movement be a beacon of love that connects every soul and every child with their greatness within. And building empathy is planting the seeds of understanding. As we nurture our own self-compassion, we grow a garden of kindness that blossoms into the world. To heal the world, we must first heal ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
To heal the world, we must first heal ourselves. Compassion for self is the foundation on which we build empathy for others, and together we rise. I really love this one because to heal the world, we must first heal ourselves. And we
Yeah.
cannot heal our others without first healing ourselves. And we
Absolutely.
are always healing ourselves every day. You can never fully heal. Healing is
Mm-mm.
a journey from birth to death, and
Yes,
we
it is.
continue to do that. Nobody can say that they got it all. That is not true. We have to
Mm-mm.
continue to heal ourselves before we can begin to build that empathy for others, and together we rise as we are doing here in One Global Movement. So in One Global Movement, we believe that every act of compassion begins with empathy for our own journey. We all have journeys. Only
Yes.
then can we truly walk in another person's shoes.
Mm-hmm.
And lastly, 1 second, let me see. Do you need me? Wait, let me see. Do you need me? Yes. What do you need? Okay, no problem. Thank you. I'm sorry. That is the appointment we are in. So Way is helping me here. So now, when we extend grace to ourselves, we open the door to understanding others. One Global Movement teaches us that empathy is the bridge to a more compassionate world. So that is very important for us as we dive into the topic of today. So we know through self-empathy, we unlock the power to connect with others' hearts. You cannot
Yes.
connect with others' heart without having that self-empathy for yourself. So One
Yeah.
Global Movement empowers all of us, beginning with self, all of us here, before we can extend it to our children, to build a compassionate world where one kind gesture at one time we affect the others. We got to do this, and it comes every day because we are humans. We are born with challenges, and self-empathy and self-compassion is what will help us to help other people. I am doing that to myself. I have to be empathetic to myself, otherwise I will not be able to have that mindset to do what I'm doing, because it entails a lot of brain work. Sometimes I feel like, how long can I keep doing this? But when I sympathize with myself, I realize that yes, I can make those mistakes. Then I can be self empathetic to myself and have that compassion, and then we keep moving forward together with all of us here. We can do that without no one person saying that, oh, you can do better, or criticizing, or
Yes.
judging somebody. Together we can do this, and this is what our children need. But we have to
Yes.
do it to ourselves
Yes.
first before we can extend it to our children. So this quote emphasizes self-compassion as the first step towards building empathy for others, our children and young people, echoing the One Global Movement's mission to inspire and to unite all of us and our children for a common goal to uplift humanity from the heart, just like Mr. Ash Mufara brought us together to do. So, what does building empathy and compassion for self and others truly mean? What does it truly mean? Building empathy and compassion for self and others means developing the ability to understand and share the feelings of others, while also extending kindness and care towards ourselves, towards yourself, towards even your child, because your child is part of yourself. If you don't do
Mm-hmm.
that, you cannot pretend to go out there and say, let me hold the hand of another child. I see that our managing director is here. Happy birthday again, John. We already wish you a happy birthday and many more good years to come. And thank you for the things that you're doing to us in the world. So,
For sure.
empathy involves recognizing the emotions and experience of those around you. You got to recognize it instead of criticizing it, acknowledging their challenges and
Mm-hmm.
responding with support, patience, and respect. For yourself, it means practicing self compassion. Even when you are being judged, you have to practice it because it will help you. Treating yourself with the same kindness you will offer others, accepting imperfections and giving yourself grace during difficult times.
Mm-hmm.
Don't feel ashamed, because those things will come. Those things are only there for us to truly know who we are, whose we
Mm-hmm.
are, and what we can do. to continue to help the world, because what we are doing here is going to be there. But when we come together with self empathy and compassion, we will do better. Unity, building communities like we are doing here, is what is needed for us to be able to help these children and women. But we cannot do it without helping ourselves, right?
Right.
So this process fosters stronger connections with others, helps in resolving conflicts, whether they are internal conflicts, whether they are domestic conflict, home conflicts, international conflicts. This will help to resolve these conflicts and lead to a more compassionate world, beginning with us. By encouraging mutual respect and understanding, it also allows you to nurture your emotional well-being, leading to personal growth and resilience.
Right.
Always, always, always. So, how do you build empathy and compassion for self and others? Sister, we can begin to discuss this back and forth together. So, building empathy and compassion for oneself and others is a process. It takes
Yes.
time. It takes process of intentional practice, daily practice, and self-awareness.
Self-awareness.
And
Yes.
how do we do this? We practice self-compassion. Number one, self-compassion.
Mm-hmm.
Self-acceptance. You have to accept who you are, whose you are,
Yep.
why you were created, and what you were created to do. You have to accept those things, no matter how difficult or how challenging they are. Start by being kind to yourself. Start
Yep.
by, oh, thank God I'm breathing. I made it today, and I'm going to
Yep.
do better. Understand that everyone has flaws and
Yes.
everyone makes mistakes. Treat yourself with the same kindness you will offer a friend. Don't think that that friend is better than you. They are only better than you because they have accepted who they are, whose they
Mhm.
are. They've accepted their mission and their vision in the world, and that's what they are doing. And you need to do the same. And when you don't do it so well, don't get mad. Just calm down and do it again, because that's the way it is being done. Just like Mr.
Yep.
Ashton Farrer. Look at what he has gone through. He could have given up, but he refused to give up because he understands this concept of self-empathy and self-compassion, right? And so
Yes.
that is very, very important. And then you have to be mindful awareness, really mindful awareness, using your soul and your mind and your heart. When you are feeling down or struggling, practice mindfulness to recognize your emotions without judgment. Without
Yes.
judgment. This can help prevent self-criticism, and it will foster self-empathy. And then we
Yes.
talk about positive affirmations.
Mm-hmm.
Use daily affirmations to enforce your worth and capabilities. Remember, you are deserving of the same compassion you give others. Well, how do you do that? I am beautiful. I am
Mm-hmm.
handsome. I am the apple of God's eye. I was
Yeah.
born for greatness. I My future was written even before I was formed in my mother's womb. I can
Yes.
do great things. If others can do it, I too can do it. I was
Mm-hmm.
born for such a time as this. I will change the world because I am working on changing myself. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
other, what do you have? They, you do it according to what you think, according to your goals and your dreams, according to who you understand to be, and according to who you understand you are. Who created
Yes.
you? They didn't create you for small. God created all
No.
of us for greatness.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
know that because otherwise I wouldn't be here today. I would have been dead. I know that very true. And I know
Mm-hmm.
that all of us who are here, Mr. Ash Mufara understand that concept. And that's why he
Yes.
brought us together. Otherwise, I would not be here speaking to great minds like you guys. I take this very
True.
seriously. I don't
True. Yes. Yes.
play. And
Yep.
because to me, this is wealth. The one
It
that
is.
gives you knowledge, helps you to expose you to things, that mentors you, is the one that is building generational wealth so that we can help these children. And I highly, highly respect Mr. Ash Mufara for that. So thank you. And then
Okay.
okay, go ahead, sister.
So the philosopher Virgil says that health is wealth. I just touched on that. Now, I mean, self-care is an integral part of being healthy. You have to know when enough is enough. And it says you owe yourself the love that you so freely give to other people. Now, isn't that true? It's an unknown
Yes.
quotation, but does it matter? It's true. The
Mhm.
Bible says you're to love others as you love yourself. Now, the first part, people always forget about that part. It presupposes that you know that you have to love yourself first. And all that entails, it's not to say you're better than anybody else. We're not competing about any other people. We need to take care of ourselves. It says rest and self care are so important. When you take time to replenish your spirit, it allows you to serve others, because that's why we are here, to serve others from the overflow. You
Mhm.
cannot serve from an empty vessel.
Yes.
I mean, you have to know when to stop. There's a website called Pausity. You have to pause for you
Yes.
and nourish all those things. Sleep well, eat well, rest, get spiritual refreshment, go for that walk, get the sunshine. All those kinds of things are part of self care. It is not selfish. You
Yes.
must do it, or else you won't have anything to share.
Yes. Yes.
Simple. And we have to teach our children that if they really are tired, let them stay home and rest.
Yes.
Seriously.
Yes.
Don't
Seriously.
force them. Don't force them to go out there and be ha 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 when they're not feeling like it.
Yes, because that would just be baloney. You will just be building a false facade, an image that is not good for them. Even when they're in
Exactly.
school, you pay the tuition, that's okay. They don't
Yes,
feel as to sit for that exam. Let them
they
be.
cannot do it.
Let them be.
Exactly.
Money gone
Exactly.
is money recovered. If you're doing the right thing, it will still come back even more.
Exactly.
Even more.
Exactly.
So we need to
And
really push these ideas into our children.
right. And just think how valuable we're teaching them that they are, not what they can do or how much grades they're getting. That's all important. But it's not what they are. They
Yes.
are okay and inherently valuable, as you just read, all by themselves, just by being here. Every time I come to mind of that little picture you posted, that little girl, she gets it. She
Yes.
just knows how wonderful she is, you know. But we
Yes.
lose that as we go along, or we it gets beaten out of us, or whatever it is.
Uh-huh.
But we should not allow that to happen anymore. It's enough. It's time to
Yes.
stop it.
Yes. And let's
People
start
are
with
valuable
ourselves. A lot of
just
parents.
because they're people. Yeah.
Yes, a lot of parents beat down themselves, and when you do that, so what are you going to give your own child? What are
Yeah.
you going to give the children of the world? It
Yeah.
starts with us. You
It
know,
does.
yes, I know I failed because it was meant to be that way. I fail, I'm going to learn, and I'm going to get back up, and I'm going to continue. It starts with
Exactly.
us. You
Exactly.
remember me? I had to fight for my life
Oh, I
as
know.
young as I was, 11 years old, even living in the bush.
Yeah.
And so, because I'm the only survival of that kind of maltreatment by parents, I am here today to share this with the world, knowing that when God gives you the breath to breathe, you
Thank you, God.
can do anything. You're not
Thank you,
just a
God.
survivor. I'm not
Yes.
just a survivor.
Yeah.
I am thriving.
Overcomer. Yes.
I am an
Victorious.
overcomer
Yes.
and victorious. You do
Yes.
not let people put you down. We know that the world has, though, our society has so put us down and our children
Mhm.
because they are measuring you, your worth
Right.
in terms of money, in terms of property. No,
Yep.
in terms of
Yep.
how you dress, in terms of the kind of
No.
shoes you wear,
No.
those
No.
are fleeting. Those things
Yes.
don't take us to anywhere. So we need to do the right thing with our children, but
Yes.
beginning with us. And do not
Us.
care who does what. Cut your coat according to your size. Know that
Yes.
if I don't have it tomorrow, it's because the resources are directed towards something that has priority, and we
Yep.
do that. And you make the
Yes.
children to know that, so that these children don't go around looking down and low on themselves. That is
No.
low energy is not a good energy. Please,
It is
please,
not.
please, let us not do that. And now we talk about active listening. You have
Yes.
to actively listen to that still small voice within you.
Yes.
It
Yes.
is so small, but it's so important. Be
Yes.
present for yourself. When interacting with
Mm-hmm.
others, be fully present first for yourself and listen
Mm-hmm.
well and pick and choose what will resonate with you, not what somebody is forcing it on you. Avoid
Yes.
distraction and listen deeply to what they are saying without interrupting or formulating your own response prematurely. We need to do
Yes.
that. We are here in Unpassive. People are trying to sway the members. Go here, register here, subscribe here. That is not the case. You need to know if I'm subscribing to this person, is it just because I want to
Mm.
make sure that I subscribe because maybe that person is a leader or is not a leader, or
Yeah.
maybe because that person has money or doesn't have money? No. What do you listen to? Does this person resonate with your values, with the
Mhm.
values that you hold for yourself and your children, or you're just
Mhm.
doing it so that you can belong? No, we don't just
Mhm.
want our children to belong. We want our children to be leaders. We want them to be presidents, CEOs of major corporations. We want them to serve with God in mind. Because when you serve with the Creator in mind, there is nothing that somebody can fool you and you keep listening without listening to yourself. That still
Yes.
small voice that says, go ahead and do this. This is what is
Yes.
going to help you and your family. Do it.
Yes.
Because when you
Yes.
change your dynamics and that of your family, you get to change the dynamics of the world. And that is for the better good of humanity. This is very,
Humanity.
very important. I don't sleep. I sleep when I can sleep, but I jump out of bed to make sure that we are going to
We
do the
love.
right thing for ourselves and these children. So it's so important. Seek to
Yes.
understand. Ask open-ended questions. Don't say either you take this or you don't take it, or you take this one or you take the other one. That's not how we deal with ourselves
No.
or children.
No.
We
No.
say, okay, I want to understand myself. Why is this thing keep coming to my mind? Why is
Yes.
my heart beating that I should do this thing? Listen to it, because that is God speaking to you. But if you don't listen, now you go the other way, that might not be very uncomfortable. But even if you go, come back to that point to say, I have to listen to myself. And when you listen, oh boy, you'll be so happy that you listen to yourself. I'm telling you.
Yes.
And things
Yes.
begin to fall in place, and you teach your children the same thing, and other children around you, not just your children. This is how we can change the world for the betterment of these
Well,
young people and children. Very,
yes.
very important. You have to avoid distractions and listen deeply to what they are saying. Listen to other people. Your children, don't just say, oh, I told you to go do this. Don't be possessive. Like our children say, our sister says, our children are not our possessions. God gave them to us to take care of them. They are not our possessions.
No, they're not.
So
We're
very, very,
stewards.
yes, we are steward.
We're
So
stewards, not owners. Not
yes,
owners. Yeah.
learn to walk in the shoes of children, but you have to learn to walk in your own shoes properly before you can learn to walk in theirs. Try to imagine how others feel by placing yourself in their situation, right?
Yes. Yes.
Understanding their background, their orientation, the traumas, the world traumas of abuse, exploitation, and even killings that are going on, the struggles, the social challenges that they face, and the triumphs helps in developing empathy. You develop empathy for yourself, because maybe you must have gone through it, and then you'll be able to heal yourself, and so feel the same empathy for others, so that together you can heal them and they can also heal you. This is very, very
Mm-hmm.
important. Nobody knows
Yes.
it all. We don't
Nobody.
know. All right? We don't.
We
Together,
don't.
we
Mhm.
can do it. Suspend judgment. Always think, am I judging? Is this good language? Or is it judgmental language that I'm using? What am I
Right.
doing? Everyone has a unique life journey.
Yes.
Avoid jumping to conclusions and practice seeing things from another person's viewpoint.
Yes.
Very, very
Yes.
important.
Mm-hmm.
And gratitude and humility. Always gratitude, 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 and
Yes.
humility. Humble yourself. Don't
Yes.
take pride. Pride comes before fall. Humble yourself. Appreciate the differences. Appreciate the different colors, the different languages, the different lifestyle, the different orientations and upbringing. Appreciate it. God created this variety for a reason. Appreciate your differences. Acknowledge vulnerability, especially within us and our children. Acknowledge it. Understand that we all
Yes.
have
Mhm.
vulnerabilities and challenges.
Yes.
Nobody is without it. Something that your parents might be doing for you that they think, oh, I come from a rich family, a wealthy family, a highly educated family, might just expose you to a lot of vulnerability, because they didn't take that time to teach you the other side of the world. And now you think that, oh, I'm okay because I come from a rich family or a highly educated family. And then when you see the realities of life, you become vulnerable, and therefore you start treating people differently. That is very,
Yes.
very important.
Yes.
Acknowledge vulnerability, ladies and gentlemen. Or even me, Mundi, if I fail here, acknowledge that I'm vulnerable, because without you guys too, I cannot do certain things. So let us be honest and let us be true to ourselves and to the way God created this world. And then we will must have create a future that is better for our own children and ourselves.
Amen.
So
Yes.
act of kindness, little acts of kindness are very important. And small gestures, not big ones, good language. Because when you speak good words, it comes from your heart. It comes from within you. Simple
Mm-hmm.
acts like offering a kind word, helping someone in need, or showing patience can increase your ability to connect and empathize with others. Volunteer
Yes.
and serve. Volunteer and serve. Where I am now, we came to talk with this organization here to see how we can start volunteering so that they can place One Global Movement on their newsletters and also on their website. So we need to do that. You go to your neighbor, volunteer to do something. What can I do? Mow your neighbor's lawn or sweep your neighbor's driveway. Do something or offer to take them to the hospital. Maybe their car is down or something. Do something or a winter coat or something that will help somebody, right? So that is so important. And volunteering for causes that help others in need, like cooking a meal. You have a soup kitchen or you have clean water that you buy good water and take it to some people like our sister that is helping support projects of water all over the world. That is
Yes.
very important. Those are things
Mm-hmm.
that we could do. I am going to let you step in because I want to really leave exactly 30
Yes,
minutes.
I understand, sister. Go for it. So I just want to say, um, don't try to please people. You can do for people, but don't be a people pleaser. Know when you have to say no, because sometimes people need to also learn to stand on their own thing. But as we want to give care to each other, we want to give care to ourselves, but we also want to build that resilience, right? And that's the reason why we're doing self-care notifications to ourselves. We want to make
Yes,
sure that we remain strong, and we want that for everybody else.
yes,
It's all about love. It truly is, but you have to love yourself before you can love
first.
others. That's not going to change. And I
Yes,
don't, and I mean, I have to keep reminding it. It's not about this arrogance. Look at me, I'm better than you. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying we all want to be strong and live to our potential, as you were saying.
yes,
We
yes,
have we came with a purpose. We came with greatness. We came to give something, but we have to build that foundation of health, sound mind, attitude. All those things will make us strong enough, focused enough to give what we came to give. Empty ourselves out, but we have to. We don't have to have any parts that's not balanced.
yes,
Health, mindset, attitude, all those things. That's what self care is, and we
yes.
all have that responsibility to know when we need, where we need it. As I said,
Yes, certainly, certainly. Thank you so much. And remember, please drink lots of water. Water is
please,
number one.
yes,
Drink lots
yes,
of clean water. Get clean
yes,
water. You would rather spend a little bit money to get the clean water than to go sick. Drink lots of water. Encourage your children. You can even be the one to serve water to every household member. Just even once a day, serve them a bottle of water or a glass of water, or sit around. Let's drink. You can make it a program. It's
yes,
a program for drinking.
yes.
It discourage them from drinking like those tinted
Shoulders.
sodas and all
Yes.
those things that preservatives have been put in there. It doesn't help these children.
No,
It,
no.
it
Yes.
doesn't help their brains to function well. And before you know, they start having some emotional disturbances that are not good. And then
Right.
eat good food. Good food is
Yes.
simple. You don't have to put a lot of meat or a certain thing, but make sure they are eating good meat, especially the organic meat. And then
Yes.
if they eat fish, that's okay. If they are not allergic to, know what you are allergic to or your children are allergic to. And good sleep, like our sister says, sleep well.
Sleep. It's very
If I
important.
don't sleep here, I'll be a walking zombie and falling all over the place.
There you
So
go.
good sleep is very important.
Good sleep. Yes.
Sleep and then
Hmm.
clean clothing. And it doesn't matter where you live. You can live in a one-bedroom house, but you make it clean and organize your things well. These are
Yes.
simple things that blossoms into big things. We cannot go
Yes.
for big things without making sure that we take care of the foundation. Very,
Yes.
very important, please.
Yes.
And we
Yes.
will come back to this topic again because it's a huge topic as always. But
Yes.
because I want to go and continue with the appointment, I will not be
Absolutely.
able to go through and we will not be able to sing any of the songs or anything. But we are for sure wishing everyone a happy birthday that is celebrating their birthday. And our managing director that celebrated it last weekend, John, happy birthday, healthy, happy, and wealthy birthday to you and others. And we
Yes,
thank
John.
you so much
Hmm.
for what you've been doing for One Global Movement. And,
Yes.
you know, all the children of the world will be happy because you started investing in One Global Movement even before I knew you. And thank
Yeah.
everyone present here today. I will not be able to call the names, but we have you at heart, and God has you at heart as well. We love
Yes.
you. We thank you. Let's keep doing what we are doing here today. I can see our big sister, Sister Patricia. Thank you so much. And I know that
Sister.
one of my favorite, Tanuja, is here today because I saw the
Don't do that. They're all here. We
yes.
welcome all the mummins.
Yes, we welcome all the moments. We welcome everyone. We will not be calling names. Thank you guys so much. I have to go so that I complete my appointment for One Global Movement. I
Thank you,
love you
sister.
all.
Thank you for
And
showing
until
up. We thank
until
you.
tomorrow, stay safe and walk
Okay.
well.
Walk
Bye-bye.
good. Bye, everyone. Bye, sister. Talk to you later.
Yeah, bye-bye.